Hello, welcome to Board Games with Niramas. It's time for Draco to learn Orleans. He's been checking out this game here. He likes knights and all that stuff in the medieval area, so he's excited to learn this. He doesn't have a clue how to play those, so we brought Keith in here to help us out. And so let's see if Draco can figure this out. I guess he'll jump over here, so he's ready to learn over here at his player board. And so, well, let Keith explain the game.
Okay, so this is a bag builder. That's why we have these bags, plus sort of a worker placement. So that's what these little chits here represent, are the workers in your town. The goal is to get as much points as you can. You get points for having money. Each money is worth a point. You get points for goods, and different goods are worth different points. I think this is worth the most, and then this one, and so on. And you get points for having lots of trade stations placed out here, because we were playing as traders in these Orleans, or sort of with all our followers. And you get points for being as far along on the development track.
All right.
So at the end of the game, you'll get points for how much money you've acquired, how much goods you've acquired, and then how many citizens you've acquired. And it's citizens plus trading stations times how far you're along on the track. So if I get to here, so I've passed the 4, and I have 2 trading stations and 3 citizens, that's 3 plus 2 times 4, so that's 20 points just from that.
Okay.
And then plus however much money and goods I've acquired. And each round, we play for a set amount of round, and each round is going to be slightly different depending on what the event tile we have. And the first one's always the same. It's going to be pilgrimage, so we're not allowed to use the monastery space on our board. And this is where most of the game takes place, is on this board.
Okay.
Exactly. And some events could be that you lose money, or you get taxed for having certain goods. There's also an event where there's a plague, so some of your workers might die.
Right. I think Draco has a question here.
Yep.
I think he wants to know if there's any dragons in this game.
There are no dragons in this game that I know of.
But I think on the box here you have a dragon. Because this game is published by Tasty Minstrel Games and designed by Rainer Stockhausen. So at least there's a dragon on the box, so that's their logo. So, okay, I think Draco can manage anyway. So let's get back to the how to play.
So each round we're going to start by drawing a new event tile. Then we get money for whoever is the farthest along on the farmer track. So whoever has the most of these farmers gets 1 coin. The person who is behind is going to lose money.
Oh,
so it's good to be ahead. I don't think you lose money on a 2-player game. That's something. So then we're going to draw followers from our bag. And the amount of followers you can draw, you start at 4, but you can increase the amount of followers you draw by gaining these knights.
Okay, so the followers it's the workers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then you draw them and you place them here on the market. This might be if you do it on your side.
Yeah. Okay, so these are the starting.
Yep.
Guys.
Everyone starts with 1.
So they go into the bags?
Yes.
Okay, I help Draco out with this. This is tricky for him. Okay, and basically now I put 4 in, I draw 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll get more. He will get more later on.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay, so they go down here. Is it a specific order or?
No order. So those are your available workers each round, and those can be placed out onto these spaces.
Yeah.
So to do an action, you need to fill out. So if you want to go to the castle and gain a knight, you have to put a farmer, a boatsman, and a trader.
Oh, all of them. Okay.
Yes. If you want to go recruit a farmer, you have to put a boatsman and a trader there.
Okay.
So we'll all assign all our workers to what we want to do.
Yeah.
And then in turn order, we'll activate one area at a time.
So we do this first simultaneously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so what do you want to do?
And any new followers that you recruit, they go directly. So if I recruit a knight, it goes directly into the bag.
Okay. But so there's not much point in getting a knight now then, I guess, because he only has 4.
Yeah, but you also see there's some areas that require knights to activate.
Okay.
The monks here, we can't recruit them the first round.
Yeah.
The monks are wild, so they can go in any
okay.
space because they're really smart and good at stuff, apparently. So we can just go through the different spaces. So the ship lets you move your trader by water one
okay.
step. And once you've moved along here, you can pick up one of the goods on the way. So you can take this cheese. And
So one step is one city.
exactly. If you do the wagon, you can walk along a road and take a good on the way. If there are multiple along the way, say I'm stood here and I take the ship down here.
Yeah.
There are two goods here. I only get to take one of them.
Oh, you get to choose one. Okay.
So you can move your trader around and grab goods by using the ship and the wagon. If you go to the guild hall, you can place a trading station. And as I said, those gives you a lot of points at the end of the game.
Does it have to be where I am? Or?
It has to be where you are. You can only have one trading station per town, except for here in Orléans.
Ah, okay.
So I can build a trading station here, and you can build a trading station here.
Ah, okay, but the other ones are a race. So.
But if I've built a trading station here, you cannot build one.
Ah, okay, yeah. Is there any other benefit to having them than getting the points?
There's going to be some events here that will give you, I think, money based on how many trading
stations
you have.
So to do that, then you need to get the knight first. Yeah. All of these are.
Exactly. You can go to the castle to recruit a knight. If you go to the scriptorium, then you get to move one step along the development track.
Ah, okay.
That's what these symbols represent. If you go to the monastery, you get to recruit a monk. If you go to the university, you get to recruit a scholar. And whenever you recruit one of these workers, say recruit a scholar, then you get to move your cube one step along this track.
Okay.
So if I take a scholar, I move one step here, and then I also get 2 development points.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
If I recruit a knight, I move one step along, and then I can recruit more people.
Yeah, you get to draw more.
If I get all the way here, I get to take this citizen.
What does the citizen do then?
They give you multiply points at the end of the game.
Ah, okay.
If you take a boatsman, you move here and you get coins. If you take a trader, you move here and then you get to build a building.
Ah, okay.
And first you get to choose only one of these buildings, and it can be any one of these. So you can get like a building that lets you make wine if you want. So you add this to your town.
Oh, cool. Yeah. All right, so you get more worker placement spots then. Yeah. That require different kinds of workers. Okay.
Exactly. If you recruit a craftsman, you get to take a technology, and you take this and you place it over a slot here. The first one has to be on a farmer slot, but after that it can be anywhere. So now if you want to go to the castle, you just need these 2.
Ah, cool. Okay.
And if you go to the farmer, you get goods.
All right. Yeah.
And you also get money by having the most farmers.
What's the use of these goods?
They give you points at the end of the game. This silk here is worth 5 points each. So for each silk you have, you get 5 points. This, I think it's wool, is worth 4 points. The wine is 3 points. The cheese is 2. And the wheat is 1 point.
But it's only point, you don't sell the goods, right?
No, you can. There are events that will tax you based on how many of different goods you have.
Ah, okay.
And if there on the other side, you have a reference on the different.
This is the smallest play rate I ever seen. But it's brilliant just to print that. I mean, with just one punch out like this. All right, there we have the points. Yeah.
And lastly, there is the town hall, where you can put any workers you want here.
Yeah.
You can put 1 here, you can put 2 here, and then you send them off to do stuff. So they're gone from your bag forever.
Oh, so this is okay. So this is.
And you can't use any of your starting workers to do this.
Okay.
So if I have a scholar and I send him to town hall, I could put him here for any of these slots, and then I get 2 coins for that. If you finish this off, you also get to take the citizen tile here. So there's a little bit of timing. Who wants to put the last guy there gets that one.
Okay, but it's mainly coins in here. There's some development as well.
You can choose either coin or development. And this is the only time where you can't use monks in place of anything else. Monks have to go in the monk slot.
Oh, yeah.
Craftsmen have to be in the craftsman. But
So-
down here, monks can go
So does all of these have a usage on the...
on the board, yeah, and on here.
Alright. Oh, this seems like a lot of thinking here to
It's a
get
lot
the
of-
right guy and then be... Okay,
Mhm.
cool.
And we play for until we run out of these tiles. So each one of these tiles is 1 round.
I was gonna ask, how do I get the... What's it called? Merchant? Or?
Merchant,
But that's in the village, right? Or
yeah, you can go to the
okay.
village and recruit.
one of those, yeah.
You also start with a merchant.
Yeah.
And that's the whole game.
Alright, well, let's get going, I guess.
So we've already drawn the first tile, and that's the pilgrimage event, so you cannot use the monastery in this
Yeah.
first round. And we've drawn our workers from our bag. So now we place them where we want to put them.
Alright, so let's see. I think I will do this. That seems like a good idea. So if I get one guy left over here, he can't do anything though.
No, but any leftover workers, they'll stay out on the market.
Ah, okay, so I can use them the next round.
And if you want to send the worker back into your bag, because now you can only have 4 workers on the market at the time.
Ah, okay. Oh, is that the... okay.
Yeah. But if you want to get rid of them, you can just send them and sort of half finish a job.
Ah, okay.
So you can sort of send a craftsman like there,
Yeah.
and then he'll go back in the bag at the end of the round.
I guess that's a good idea to do then, because otherwise I will get a knight, and I can only have 4 here, right? No, but when I get a knight, I will increase
Exactly.
my size. Okay, yeah. So let's. Okay, so Draco, this is a bit complicated for you, right? Okay. So I think Draco is happy with this setup here. He wants a knight. That's cool. They can fight and so on.
Knights are good, yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
They don't really fight in this game though. But
Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, so we've all assigned our workers.
yeah. So you went to the university.
So, yeah. So I'm the first player, so I activate one here first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna activate the university. I'll take this guy, and he goes right into the bag.
Yeah.
And then, well, I should have started if I moved there. So then I get 1, 2.
All right.
I should say the first person to pass this space on the development track
Yeah.
gets the citizen.
Okay.
So once I've taken the citizen, there's
Yeah.
no citizen left.
But the citizen doesn't have any usage. He's just points.
He's just points.
Yeah. There's a lot of point things in this game, I reckon. But
Yeah.
okay, and then Draco will do his thing here.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll get his knight. So these go into the bag, or they just stay there.
to stay there.
Okay.
That will go into the bag.
Okay, he'll take a knight, and he'll move up here, which means now we can have 5 guys out now. And this goes into the bag here.
And
Okay.
then since there's nothing left to activate, then everyone goes back into the bag who's out on the board.
Yeah. So
Anyone
that's the
who's-
whole first round.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So then we reveal the next hourglass tile, and it's going to be the plague. So this means at the end of this round,
Yeah.
you're going to take a worker out of your bag, and he's going to die.
But if you don't have anyone in the bag?
Then nothing happens.
Oh, okay.
And also, your starter workers cannot die to the plague either.
Okay.
So this is pretty good to come early and not late.
Yeah. But this means that your scholar could die.
He could die, yes.
But-
if I take him, because we resolve this at the end of the round.
Yeah. But I mean, for you it's possible because you can only have 4 guys. For you it's possible to lose a guy now, but I can't because I can have 5 anyway. So,
Yeah.
or Draco can't.
Well,
Draco's
because
kinda
they're going to
fast.
resolve the actions and go back into the bag, and then we're going to...
Oh yeah. Okay.
So your knight could die as well.
Okay. They go back into the bag before. Oh,
Unless he stays
that's
out
nasty.
on the market.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Well, is there any way to make him? Oh yeah, I can.
You can leave him on the
Draco
market.
can save him there. Yeah, then maybe he should do that and
Maybe,
just protect him.
Okay, so there's no one ahead on the farmer, so no one gets any coins and no one loses any.
Yeah.
So now we draw followers. So I get to draw 3.
Well, basically, yeah.
That's not great, because that means... Well, potentially. Okay.
Draco has all his guys out here. And we does the first player marker pass?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So you start.
And now it's just the same thing again.
Yep, we
All
assign
right.
our workers.
So the question is, should Draco be safe? I mean, it's a 1 in 5 that he will pull out the knights. But if you want to play it safe, he could keep the knight, I guess. Or does he want to send him out? I think Draco likes to play it safe, actually. I think he will keep the knight here. He will do something else. So maybe he would like to go... I think he wants to be in on this university thing here as well. But you do this simultaneously, so you can't look at the other ones, or how does that work?
You can see sort of what I'm doing, but you choose which order, which one you're going to activate.
Yeah,
but right now we're only activating one, so you're going to go first, then I'm going to go.
Okay, yeah.
But if there's multiple stuff I can choose, I might activate this one first, and next time I'll do that one.
There's nowhere to put two guys, right? I mean, if it's not this perfect match. No. All right. So, and you chose the castle for the knight. Okay. So then, Draco, you are going to get a scholar, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So well, I'll take it. It's easier. And he goes into the bag. Oh, so he can die as well. Forgot about that. Okay, and now Draco will move up here, so he'll get 2 steps here as well. Okay. There's a bit of a race here for who gets the guy there.
And I'm gonna go to the castle. So I'll take a knight.
And you'll move up here. Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
And there's nothing else to resolve, so everyone who's out on the board goes back, who's not in the market.
Yeah.
Back in the bag.
Well, so the knight is safe, but the scholar could die.
Yeah. And then we resolve the event, so we draw a...
Yeah, so now the plague hits one guy here.
Yeah.
Oh, let's hope.
And my knight
died. Your knight died? Wow.
And he is out of the game forever, so these can run out, these
and Draco had the starter.
So he doesn't die.
Yeah, okay. Well, Draco's getting a bit lucky here, but then again, he is a dragon, so...
And then we pass the start player token, we keep going.
Yeah. Alright, so it's a pretty simple game, I mean, gameplay-wise, and there's a lot of stuff you do to just basically get points then, I guess.
Yeah.
But, okay.
So this event means that you'll get income times how far along you are. So if you're past this 2, you get 2 coins. If you're past the 3, you get 3, and so on.
Oh, so that could be a good idea. And what do I use the money for, by the way?
Money is points. You can use money. There's going to be taxes and stuff going on.
But I don't buy stuff, really. It's not a trading game, really, so...
No, not that much.
Okay, so once again, we pull from the bag, right? And now let's see, Draco can only have 5 here, right?
Yeah, so you can only pull out 3.
Yeah. The 1 will be left in here. So we have the merchant, the scholar, and the farmer. What is this guy? The axe? Is he like a...
He's the craftsman.
Craftsman, yeah, of course. Okay, and now he's going to assign these. So I think Draco will do this then. He'll go 1 there, 1 there. And I think he'll do this. So 1. No, that doesn't work. This is a bit tricky at first. But you could go to the town hall, but I guess you don't want to do that in the beginning, right?
No.
Because you lose the worker.
You also can't send your starter workers to the town.
Oh yeah, true. But do you have to send 2 guys?
No, you can send 1.
Oh, okay.
1.
So what could Draco do here? Nothing really. Well, you could do this, of course. That's not a bad idea. You get another farmer. Okay, so he's activating 2 things here. Well, can you change it now?
Yeah. I mean, you're not locked in until we resolve the actions.
Yeah. So you can watch what the other are doing and then change.
Yeah.
Isn't that like, I guess some people would take, this game would take forever?
Yeah,
because they're like, oh, I want to change my mind. We have a friend that likes to do that.
Okay, so I'm locked in. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I go first. I'll do the village.
All right.
And I'm going to get myself a...
Now you get to choose, so...
I'm going to get myself a trader.
Okay.
He goes right in the bag. And that means I get to take one of these...
Yeah, you move here as well.
Buildings, yeah. First I only get to take from the 1 stack, so these are...
But do you just roll 1, or...?
I get to choose from these, so I get to look at them and pick one.
Oh, wow, so I guess that could take some time for the AP people as well. So maybe we should do that for the camera somehow. So it's more interesting to see what options there are. If you flip them like somehow, I don't know.
These, I'm just thinking of what I'm taking.
Sure.
So some of these are action spaces. This one means that a boatsman can be used in spaces.
Oh, okay. So there's like a passive effect.
Yeah. There's this one where you just send monks to get money.
Yeah.
There's this one where you can activate this one anytime you want with this one.
Wait, what's that? That's the.
Oh
yeah, get money from where you are on the developer track. Okay.
There's this one which is like an advanced scriptorium.
Ah, cool. So it's the same workers needed. Ah, that's cool.
There's the bathhouse. This lets you, if I understand this one correctly,
you pull out 2 guys from your bag.
Pull out 2 and take 1. There's a, what's it called? It's the bathhouse. So there's a little reference over each one. Okay. I've chosen the bathhouse after a little bit of deliberation. This lets me, when we draw followers, I get to draw 2 extra followers and choose one of them and put them out onto the market.
Okay, so you get 1 more then.
Yeah.
And also we figured out that you don't have a maximum here. It's how many you draw.
Yeah.
Only. Yeah.
Well, the market can fill up.
Yeah, exactly. So this number here is how many you draw from the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was your resolvement, right?
Yeah. And then you can.
And then let's see what Draco. Do you have anything left? No.
No.
Okay, so Draco can just do his things. So he'll get a monk from the monastery.
Yeah.
That's no extra effect with it.
No.
Just get, okay. And then he'll get a farmer, and then he'll move on the track there, right?
Yeah.
And that means he'll take money and you lose money, or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but you get a wheat.
Ah, okay.
You move into the space there.
And that's just the point thing again. Yeah. Okay, so that was all the resolvement.
Yeah.
And now everyone goes. Well, now it's the event.
Yep. So we get no income.
Yeah, because we're not past the first star.
No one got any.
Yeah. So everybody goes back to the bag except the guy that was saved here. And we go into
Past the player, and we draw new. So now you get 1 coin for each trading house that you built.
So when does the game end?
Once we've gone through all of these.
All right, and then it's we do a scoring of the points. Okay. So now it's interesting to get one. Do you only get 1 coin then?
Yeah.
So
1 coin per trading house you built.
Ah, okay. But 1 coin is 1 point, right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So it's time to draw again. So we draw 5, right?
Yeah, we draw 5.
I guess we did it a bit wrong there earlier, but it doesn't matter. Now that we figured it out, let's see. So.
And I get to draw 2 and take 1, but I am out of followers.
Yeah. Okay. I guess that effect is more effective when you have more workers. So let's see. There's a bunch of guys out here now. Okay. So let's see. Draco's the first to act. I think he will go for this. Then you have these left. What can you do with those? We can actually get like a double effect here. He could go for. Could he move around? No, he can't. Moving around is a bit tricky, I think. You need to have 3 guys. You could do this though. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what Keith is doing. He's a farmer.
So we're deciding here. Oh yeah, you get 1 coin now for having most farmers, and I pay 1.
All right. And you're going for a wild card monk and a farmer.
I think so. Actually, I might go for a.
Right, and now we will go back and forth, right?
So I've locked in you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I think Draco will start with the university, so he will get 1 more of these guys. Move up here and get 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. So he'll get this guy.
Yep.
And that's just you keep it here for points, yeah. And this scriptor, what's it called?
The scriptorium.
Scriptor. But this guy.
Oh, a scholar.
Scholar, yeah, scholar. He goes into the bag. And now it's Keith's turn
Yeah,
to.
so I am going to do the castle. So I'll go take a knight.
And now you get to draw 6 and those extra as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Draco will do the scriptorium, which will let him move once again here.
And I'm going to go to the monastery and get myself a monk.
Yeah, so it's really quick turns in this.
So.
And the event doesn't really affect anyone, but you haven't built any.
Yeah.
And now Draco could have done that. He could have built a guild hall, but then again, he wouldn't have gotten those new guys.
And then first player moves.
Oh yeah.
And so the next event is another.
Okay, it's the same thing again.
Yep.
Well, maybe Draco. Maybe we should build one of these then, because that's the point. Oh yeah, should Draco once again get a coin because he's ahead on the. Wow.
Exactly. Yeah, it's good to be.
So that could really drain you from points as well.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I draw 6.
Let's see, 5.
5, 6, and then I get to take 2 and choose one, but I think there's only one left here.
Yeah, okay. Now I think Draco would go for this. Build one of those, and what can you do more than that? Well, why not do... Yeah, let's do this again. That's a good one.
And they will do the... There, so I think
Okay. So you start.
Happy. Okay, I'm gonna do... Oh, I don't think it really matters which order we go in, because we can both build guild halls here. So I'll do the farmhouse, and I'll take...
Farmer? Oh yeah, then you move up there, so you don't have to lose coins all the. Okay, and I think Draco will do this one, the guild hall. So he'll build the guild hall in Orleans over here.
I'll do the same.
And then Draco will go to the monastery and pick up another monk.
I'll also take a monk.
Oh, you were able to do 3 things.
Yes.
That's cool.
Okay. So we resolve the event, so everyone gets a coin for each training station.
Yep. And then everybody goes back to the bag again. And now we're starting to get some workers here, so now it's getting interesting what you're drawing. Alright, and that doesn't happen because we're on the same. Yeah, so nobody loses or gain coins.
1, 2,
3, 4, 5.
5,
Okay, so
6, and then I draw 2 and choose 1.
let's see. Okay, so have you locked in your place?
I'm gonna. I think that's good.
Oh, he does have a wild card. I didn't think about that. You can actually, do this instead. And he'll keep these guys, I think. Or no, I think he'll do this. Like, yeah, he'll send one over there. All right. So then, let's see. Draco is first to act. He's going to start with some ship here, and his monk is acting as a shipman, boatman. So he can travel, because now you want to travel and spread your posts right here.
Exactly.
So let's see, if he goes this way, he'll get some cheese. If he goes this way, he'll get some wine. Which one is more? Let's see.
Wine is worth more.
Yeah, it's 3 points. Okay. So let's send Draco's guy down here.
Over?
Oh, he wants to fight with you. That's like, okay, and he got some wine for that. And now he's ready to start building down here for the next round.
Now I'm going to do the wagon.
Okay.
So I'm going to go over here.
Oh, you got some silk there.
Silk.
Yeah. Okay, and then Draco is going to send this guy to the town hall. And so, I'll just zoom in here a bit. So in town hall, he can go anywhere. He has to go to the leftmost, I guess.
It doesn't really matter.
Oh, okay.
It's just the last person to place one of these.
Yeah, I guess.
So if there's 1, 2 here, and you place that one.
Yeah.
If there's 2 here, and you place that one, you get the citizen.
I think he'll just go over here. He'll get 2 coins now,
Mhm.
right? Okay, so that's 2 coins. Now we're zoomed in. There we go.
Okay.
And so it's Keith again.
I'm going to go to the village, and I'm going to get myself a craftsman.
All right.
And that gives me a technology tile.
Ah, cool.
And the first one has to block a farmer, but all the other ones
there.
after that can go wherever. So I'm going to put him here.
All right. So that's easier for you to build guild halls then.
Yep.
Okay, and yeah, that was it for from Draco. But
Okay, I still don't have a monastery.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a monk. And then I'm done.
Right, and I think we're going to stop there because I think you see most of how this game works. There's a lot more happening, of course, as we go, as in all kind of like building games, deck building, bag building, whatever. It starts to escalate as we go. So right now we're moving up on these tracks, but it's going to go a lot faster. And well, I hope you enjoyed this run through. I think this game looks really nice, and I'm excited to play it more. And I think Draco likes this as well, even though you know he did want to fight someone and he wanted dragons, but you know you can't get that in every game. Mm-hmm. So I'll guess we'll just say thank you for watching. Thank you to Keith for helping us out here, and I hope that you will like the video. Draco has his little thumb there. He wants you to like the video. And so have a great evening or morning or whenever you're watching this. Take care. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Board Games with Niramas is sponsored by Alara Games in Sweden.